The door remains closed. And you still lost your blood.
7.
Nath heard the name of the room, right? When she spoke it, or was he too far away?
Mahogany,
well, no, we know that,
only Mahogany knows the name. He was the only one standing close enough to hear her whisper it.
Yeah, and I'll what does Liberation say to insinuate that he just fucked himself?
Ow, that was fucking wrong! Over the mind link. Well, actually, also he shouts that where he might be able to hear it through the door.
Alright.
Why was it wrong?
Who cares? We'll never know. And Mahogany puts his thumb on the door and says, "The sounds of obsession."
Okay, Mahogany, mark off 2 HP. And before the door opens, roll initiative. Riot.
17.
Kelian.
12.
The new party motto. Who cares?
Liberation.
17.
Nath.
Nath acts at 19.
And Mahogany.
21.
Oh, nice. Zook.
Might as well be -3. He rolled a 10.
Gotcha. Mahogany, you are surprised. Liberation.
Hey.
You feel this pressure on your leg, and whipping around, you see Discordance with her caved-in skull, grasping around your ankle with her skeletal hand, trying to drag you back in the room, and she's still pleading with you to kill her, that she doesn't want to live like this. Everybody else...
Mahogany opens the door and goes, "What the fuck, Liberation?"
Everybody else is surprised. And she gets mad again. Actually, no, Mahogany, you're going to take a turn, because you go before her. So yeah, you get the door open, and you see this skeleton with a caved-in skull grasping around Liberation's leg, trying to drag him to the ground.
Kill me!
Begging for death.
Yeah, and Mahogany opens up the door, kind of pushing Liberation out of the way.
Well, you can't move him because she's currently holding on to him. He hasn't had a turn to break the grapple yet.
So right there.
Yep.
And I am going to say very slowly as I read this paragraph.
Oh my god.
I'm going to use my action to change shape back into a full-sized adult gold dragon. And I'm going to say, just give me a second, I'll do it!
Okay. Liberation, a 14's not going to hit?
Nope.
Okay. You see her, she's like starting to claw at your leg. You see that she's angry now that you haven't granted her the death that you promised. Nath.
Yeah, Nath will move to Oria's position and... wait, where exactly is she? Can you put her on the battle mat?
She's just right next to Liberation here.
Okay.
Here, we'll say this
I
right.
guess in that case, Nath will move in and go ahead and cast Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasper?
Yep.
Okay.
That'll hit an armor class of 28.
That's good.
Those are 8s, or... Where's my sheet?
And I'll say over the mind link to Nath, Nath, make sure to give me enough room to flame her after this.
Sure. For 14 lightning damage.
And you light her up. The electricity crackles, fries her bones, and she lays motionless again. Liberation, you feel the hand go slack.
I'll move back to here and keep the door open.
Okay. And Mahogany, you're going to light this room
I'm gonna
up.
put her into the room and friggin' disintegrate her with fire breath until there's no more horrible bones in this room.
There's no way to do that without destroying the other contents of this room.
I feel
I
like
mean-
Riot would have on her turn come over here and looked at the skeletal remains of Discordance. Go, what the fuck? And then looked into the room and go, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with just this room. This room sucks. Liberation gets out of the room. I put her in there. Whole room, just the whole room.
And you just breathe fire into it until it's just nothing left but ash.
Yeah,
Nath and Liberation, you're going to catch the blowback standing in the doorway if you don't
yeah.
move.
They have a turn to get out of the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
And you... I mean, we're not going to sit here and make you recharge the Dragon Breath every turn. We'll just...
No.
Everything in this room goes up in flames. I mean, you burn what is essentially this woman's life work at this point.
Yeah, well, it's her death's work now.
And also her bones. And there's just nothing left in this room except for black and gray ash. After you've exhaled Dragon Breath into it.
And you just get a... Close the door.
Panting like a dog.
All right. No more bringing back her. We're done with that one. We did it.
No more dust. That dust.
Yeah, Riot, I feel like in good conscience we can't not destroy this stuff.
I
No, I'm
mean,
with you.
wait, hold up. Some
Well-
people might want to be licks.
None of
That's
us,
a
though, right?
lifestyle choice, and I'm not
If
willing
she was
to
a
go.
lich, wouldn't we need to destroy
Liberation-
some other thing right now?
Liberation reaches out, grabs each side of Mahogany's dragon skull head, points it to where he's looking eye to eye.
I'm not
with
sure
him,
you're big enough to do that.
And says, no.
And he says that, and you see his gross eyeball tongue.
Oh. Alright.
And then I'm going to turn to Riot. I'm going to say, I'm just saying, if we bring back
Okay.
Liberation as a skeleton, he won't have that tongue.
He will. Her tongue and her eyes both survived the
Damn
transformation.
it! That's terrible. Okay, that would be worse.
Yeah.
Over the mind link. Yeah. See what I'm fucking saying?
Hands up, everyone who would be willing to come back as that. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Zook is standing back there, hopping up and down, waving his hand. He says, if you give me the choice, that's better than nothing.
I
You
say
didn't
we
think
just
so.
give the powder to Zook. He won't misuse it, right, Zook? That ain't
We can-
you.
Can't we deal with this after we're done with Beator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're tabling the zombie powder until after
Yeah.
Beator.
Is that...
Next person.
Does Nath have all of the remaining powder right now, right? You gave me the full thing.
I gave you
so
the whole
just put it
thing,
on my
yeah.
sheet. Okay.
So, Nath, you have 2 more
Liberation.
charges of zombie powder, and Liberation,
Yep.
you have an unidentified wand.
Liberation passes that off to Nath.
If you hold it and then hold the Z button long enough, you might get a wish out of it.
Or a sad tuba noise.
You guys are having this conversation. And then what's next?
Let's go back to the graves, which was our original plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just burn all that too. I'm cool with that. No more skeletons.
Looking down the staircase into this chamber, it is indeed a smallish cemetery. The marble stairs give way to black, moist soil. And it's difficult to see right now because you're just working on dark vision. There's no light source anywhere. But you're pretty sure it's raining in that room.
That's weird.
The room itself has 3 rows of 7 tombstones in it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, this is apropos of nothing. I think I just remembered that the dragon is past Enethender's room. That's why we need to get through there. I
Mm.
think.
I think it was just that Enethender knows where to find this dragon.
That might have also been it. But I'm running out of places on the map where he could be,
Oh,
unless he's in the cell.
there's still lots of black cards to delete.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the map that you gave us.
Yeah.
And I don't see a lot of places we haven't been yet where a dragon could be. But anyway, back to the graves.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll say to Riot, like, a dragon could be anywhere. You saw me. I'm small. Sometimes. You don't always know a dragon is a dragon.
Riot is walking away.
What, you're with me, Nath, right?
And this,
I mean,
now that you've stepped into the room, looking up, shielding your eyes from the rain, I mean, you don't see a ceiling. It's just like the walls just disappear out of the range of your vision up into empty space. And there is this drizzle falling from the sky. I mean, no big, you're from Sigil, a little bit, didn't never hurt nobody.
We feel home.
But yeah, there's 21 tombstones in this room.
think it's possible the drizzle is one of the liquids.
No, I don't. We know all the liquids at this point.
Do we? I thought we still had one we didn't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Thought
my
we only knew
understanding of
4.
the thing, too.
Okay. You might have
'Cause
better
I only have
memory.
4 in my notes.
I've got the green beer, the boiling
Yep.
blood, the slick green oil.
Yep.
The healing bile and the mirror stuff. That's 5.
Oh, healing. I missed the bile on my notes. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so it's not the drizzle. I'm gonna just read the nearest tombstone if I can.
And you hunker down and look at the tombstone and blank. Nothing written on it.
This is Ravenloft. It would have your name.
Yeah, exactly. I was half expecting. Are there anything written on any of them?
And it takes you a minute to go down the line, but no, there's nothing written on any of them. They're just stone markers in the soft, sodden soil of this room.
Liberation, you see anything here?
Activate detect magic.
Nothing magical here. The rain itself, and so by extension, all of your comrades as well, are radiating very faint necromantic magic. So the water and the walls are as well, having been touched by this rain.
I don't like the idea of having necromantic like water all over me, so I'm going to go back out here and I'm going to shake off
Yeah,
like a
that's-
dog.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, prestidigitation to try
Yeah,
it
same-
myself and
same
anyone
for
else
Riot.
who's interested off.
Riot's also got prestidigitation.
And it does not work.
Huh. Riot is going to try. What's that? Control water? I think that's the thing. I've got.
Shape water and control water are 2 separate ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's control water. I'm gonna try that on the water on her.
Okay, give me 1 second to see if that'll even work on this plane. Because this plane is pretty terrible.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I don't think that's what I've got. I think it's
Yeah, control water is a 4th level spell.
Try shape
Yeah.
water.
it's
That's a
creator.
cantrip.
Is it creator destroy water? Maybe it's. God.
Alright, well, I'm going to use shape water because I have shape water.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And it does not affect this fluid, whatever it is.
Do I get the same kind of sense that I did before where, like, this isn't water?
I mean, you expended the spell slot, and the quote-unquote water didn't do anything.
Okay.
Let me make sure it doesn't do anything terrible, though. Because it might do something terrible.
Turns into a water golem.
Eh, that's old hat by this point.
Oh yeah, creator destroy water is what I.
Yeah, control water has no effect on this. So Riot, Liberation, and Mahogany were standing in that room, and you are now wet with this rain. It doesn't feel bad. Like, it doesn't make you feel
Yeah.
it's like it's not terribly dirty or acidic or discolored or anything. It's just rain,
But it's also clearly not water.
clearly. And it's also radiating necromantic magic.
Right, how many casts of Dimension Door do you have?
How many do I have? Let's see. Spend a minute. I have 2 more left.
Can you Dimension Door us, but not the water?
I'm not willing to spend a lot to do that. Nope. Sorry.
Can you produce
Awesome.
flame and try and dry it off?
Yeah, let me do that 1 second. And Riot produces flame and it no longer works. It's like, huh. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I can't do that anymore either.
Kelian stays a few steps back from the party.
I could create a toasty bonfire that we could dry ourselves off on.
That might not be a bad idea.
Create a nice toasty little bonfire.
I feel like whatever it's gonna do, it's gonna do, and I'm not particularly
Yeah, let's just
When
stop
it
worrying about
happens-
this and go into the heart of it.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So
Riot.
Riot
I think
is.
it's Riot. Yeah, it says the words "Heart of Ambition."
I still have Riot in first place for blood loss. All right, that's
I was thinking about it over the weekend, and I feel like we need to change our strategy as opposed to splitting it all up. Maybe have the casters and the squishy people do it, or the people who aren't on the front line do it more, and the people like Liberation and Mahogany do it less. Maybe.
I mean, for most D&D parties, that would be accurate, but this party doesn't really have squishies or a front line.
That's true.
I mean,
Tank mage.
yeah, go ahead and mark off 2 HP. You guys have a tank mage and a dodge monk. And I have monsters behind you so many times that Kelian ends up on the front line. So speak the name of the room, the Heart of Ambition.
I feel like I get to do my coolest stuff because Brick forgets that I have Sentinel.
I'm a little bit surprised, just parenthetically, that Discordance was able to open a door because she doesn't have a lot of blood anymore.
Well, it's like
But
soul
maybe-
energy.
Maybe it works differently for
Yeah.
people under.
Put some dust in there.
Riot, I got excellent news for you.
Yeah.
You've opened the door to a torture chamber. Wicked tools and machinery lay unused on the various metal tables and racks of this room. I mean, Kelian, this is just old hat to Kelian. This is Tuesday for him, walking into a torture dungeon. But as soon as you step into the room, a bone devil snaps his head up and looks in your direction.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
You have encountered
You
a
would
bone
have-
devil before. You fought one in the
In that
Alkyonic
tower.
tower, yeah.
Yep. That's great. Riot says, Theseus?
And he puts his hands on one of these bloodstained metal tables. And he starts pulling himself up onto it and climbing over it towards you. And he says, "Who is it that would come here and rob me of my prize?"
Are you Theseus? Or is he back there? And Riot points to the door beyond.
And when you point at the door beyond, now it's time to roll initiative.
Yeah.
And he sticks his stupid head around the door.
Why do I roll dice? Why?
Don't roll dice.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't-
Why bother?
Because you have to use up all the bad numbers for the team.
That is why your credit.
That's why we all respect you so much.
Have you considered taking
Well, that's
20?
why.
Hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I had to find
Man,
his
think of
stat
how
block.
good you're gonna roll next time, though. Next campaign.
Getting
That's
all
how
these
that
bad
works.
rolls.
Nick, you're gonna enjoy this guy's name.
I bet.
Riot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Oh, 25. Do you enjoy that, Kelian?
He's not
Kelian.
Theseus.
6. It's with a +4.
Liberation.
Liberation is on a 15.
Riot's got a +5 to her initiative.
Nath.
Nathax 16.
Mahogany.
He's at 17.
And Zook.
He's also on a 16.
You just
Kelian's
missed a
on a
1.
negative.
Kelian.
Zookle?
Zook.
I like the L. Keep the L in there.
Keep the L in there. Oh wait, I gotta
Get
roll
that L
2 more.
Get that L in there.
Kelian, I got good news for you. Oop, no, I guess it doesn't matter. Those are bad
2
rolls.
Kelian clones.
So you step in the room. You ask if this guy is Theseus, he asks, "Who is it that would rob me of my prize?" And he's not sure. You're not sure he's going to give you a lot of time to answer. You're pretty sure once he gets on this table, he's going to spring forward at you.
Yeah.
But you're not surprised. You're in Beator. I mean, you knew there was a pretty decent chance you'd have to kill whatever's in this room.
Yeah, so I'm going to start killing whatever's in this room.
Yeah.
He's got to make a dexterity saving throw against my Sacred Flame.
I got a 13.
That doesn't do it.
Okay.
So let me roll some dice. Are these d8s? These are d8s, okay. Nah. Lousy roll. 11 radiant damage for him.
11 radiant damage.
And Riot will move to block the door.
To block the door?
Yeah.
Are you currently holding it open?
Yeah.
That's your job. Mahogany.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna kind of.
Liberation is willing to switch places with you.
Oh, I'm pushing my way into the room.
Yeah.
So don't worry too much.
Okay.
Are you still in gold dragon form?
Oh yeah. I can fit through doors. I'm only huge. I'm not gargantuan.
Your mom's gargantuan.
Wow.
That's rude.
That's hard.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I've actually met Nodal's mom. She's really nice.
I'm gonna bite this little golem, and then I'm gonna go call my mom and tell her what you said.
Oh, don't do that. She did. She bought me a peanut dinner once. It was cool.
All right, so that's a 28 for a bite, and then a 35 and a 20 for a claw.
Just misses. No, that's 3 hits. Oh, what kind of damage is this?
This is all magical
Darkin damage.
jargon of piercing and slashing. The first bit, the bite is piercing. I can do that separately if you like.
No, just go ahead and give me the Grandmaster total then. I wasn't sure if you were like tacking on other kind of damage types to it. I can never tell with you.
One day.
One day.
Can we just assume that it's immune to fear, by the way?
You can assume whatever you want.
Well, it needs to make a save if it's not immune to fear.
Okay.
And that save is wisdom.
21.
That actually just hits. That's 51 piercing, slashing, magical.
Okay. As the dragon slithers into the room, begins tearing up this bone devil. Nath.
Move on in. And let's go ahead with Shock and Grasp.
He's not
Nope.
gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
How much can I tell how big his threat range is so I can give Mahogany some space to work with?
He's got 4 arms. 2 of them he's using to climb up onto this table. One of the other ones, what's your passive perception?
16?
Is reaching back and is picking up this wicked-looking hooked pole arm.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a threat range. I mean, you considering this is a large creature with long, lanky arms and a pole arm, his threat range
So I'm not
is
gonna,
at
I'm
least
not gonna
10
be
feet.
too concerned about moving back to there then. So Mahogany has some room to work with. That's the end of Nath's turn.
Okay.
Thank you, Nath.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I learned the hard way.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta do some secret rolls on my end.
You don't need secret rolls.
I love secret rolls.
Man, I hate that, like, my inherent want to not destroy the rules in my favor is in collide with my inherent understanding of the rules.
Okay. True Polymorph's a 9th level spell, right?
Yeah.
Zuzafez is casting a spell.
Alright.
Counter.
You what?
Counter.
Counter it? Okay, make that check.
Okay. Yeah, I counter all spells.
Just all spells, period?
Yeah, 13 plus 8 is 20.
You only add your spellcasting ability modifier,
Oh.
not the
Yeah,
actual. You don't get your proficiency
unless you're me.
unless you're Nath.
Unless you're Nath, okay. Then that's just a 17.
I'm also going to counter it.
No, you don't need to, because Liberation just did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
Unless you're countering Liberation's counter, which would just be messed up.
No. No,
Oh,
he
we,
can
you're not
have
we had
that.
our opportunity for that.
He can have that.
Zuzafez risks casting a spell. That's going to bring us to Zuck.
What?
Zuck. We'll go... And shoot over Liberation's head at Method Man.
And Method Man. Okay.
The thing is named Method Man, so yeah.
The tokens in this whole dungeon are kind of messed up.
That is not great. That is only a 17.
17 does not hit.
Yeah.
His arrow just gets lost in the clatter of this thing's bones. Liberation.
Yeah, give me your reaction back. Go crack this guy upside the head.
Now, are you standing in front of him, or did you jump up onto the torture chamber with him?
Jump onto the top the torture table. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Kind of gross,
How
but
does an 18
no problem.
do?
Entering his threat range, he's going to take a swipe at you.
Oh, you Sentinel.
Nope. He does not.
What is that ability then? That's not
I'm
Sentinel.
not
is
telling you.
But you have Sentinel and he just attacked one of your friends.
It? Yeah, I know. Destil. Mine's a
Liberation.
reaction.
I got a 20.
That hits.
Okay. That's a shitty damage roll. 8 points of piercing damage. That counts as an infernal wound, which I'll keep track of over here.
I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the war. Oh, yeah, I did not use my reaction to counter, so that's going in the war.
Liberation's also still regenerating
Regenerating hit
sure.
points. Yeah.
And as he hits you with this polearm, it hooks around you, cutting into both sides of your torso, and you are grappled by this thing.
And as he hits you, I'm going to react to his reaction.
Nice.
With a 31 to hit.
Okay, and how much damage?
Whoops.
That's good damage.
That's good damage.
24 magical piercing.
24.
All right, so since you're regenerating and I'm not a cipher, I will take the bonus and I will not put that in the ward. So
All right, now Liberation. You can unleash hell and fury on him.
Try to pick one.
Hell and or Fury. Oh, does an 18 hit?
18 does not.
Okay, then
We're slowly learning his AC.
how about a 26?
That'll hit.
That's too high. You need a 19.
It's either 19 or 26. You're not sure yet.
14 damage.
14 damage.
Crack him upside the head. And he's got me. Wait, oh, yeah, that's right. He's gonna be grappled. Oh, well, I'm already in for a penny. Flurry.
Okay.
Do it.
Ooh, so that 3 is probably not gonna hit. How about
No.
a 28?
That'll hit. It's either 26 or 28. Not sure which.
It's either 18 or 19.
13 more damage.
Okay.
Magical bludgeoning damage.
20 hit.
Kelian.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Try to shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you're violent upon it.
That is a 25.
That'll hit.
Yay! I did it.
19 and 25.
What kind of damage?
It's the glass bolts.
Right, but like how much damage?
Oh, I'm
He's still
rolling
getting
it.
it together.
He's gotta get it together.
God.
Well, he's never going to get it together.
Seeing a lot of 5s here. Are we?
Weird. He rolled all 5s.
It is kind
What
of
a
weird.
good roll.
That's a lot of 6s right there.
That is a lot of
That
stuff.
is-
That's a really good roll.
49 damage.
Okay. And moving or staying put, Kelian?
He's got nasty weapons, so
Nasty boy over here.
Okay. The graves behind you erupt.
what?
That's inconvenient.
That's inconsiderate.
Why is he on the side? There we go.
Oops. I don't want to do that.
Old man, wait.
Hey, we got shit coming out of the graveyard.
Man, I hate when
Yes,
cute
huh?
adventurers get to where they've seen it all.
Yeah, jaded adventurers are the worst.
Fast zombies.
Kelian.
Yeah,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
What are these things that are coming up the stairs to attack Kelian?
Dead people.
Are we talking
Kelian.
like Don?
Yes.
I mean, like dead people, like people, but they're dead. They came out of graves.
So like a zombie.
They're semi-decayed. Yeah, you could say zombie. That'd be all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I was looking for.
Kelian,
Mm-hmm.
I have a 24
Just hits.
and a 23.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yo, that's very gracious of you. First,
Man,
this
they're in
thing
a really...
reaches out and grabs you with these extremely sharp claws, sharper than you think a regular dead human ought to have. That's going to deal
Yeah, but they're zombies, so
9
whatever.
points of slashing damage.
Okay,
Actually, belay that. Does no damage, just grapples you instead.
cool.
Then the thing bites you.
Oh, eat shit.
No, Kelian.
It bites you.
Takes 6 points of piercing damage. 7 points of necrotic damage. And I'm sorry I have to do this, but reduce your hit point maximum by 7, but keep track of your hit point maximum from this damage and your hit point maximum from the blood doors, because they're 2 different maximums you have to track.
I got you, fam.
So
Don't
you
worry.
have- You have 3 max hit points now. 4 if you get hit by this infernal weapon. So this thing grabs onto you and just starts biting into you. And there's another one standing there as well. It's going to be feasting on you. I don't think he's going to hit, though. Oh, maybe. I got a 13
Nope.
and a 17.
Well,
That hits me real good. Real good, that one.
All right. So this one misses with its claw, but manages to sink its teeth into you for 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
4 points of necrotic. Yeah, so reduce your maximum HP by 4.
We'll help out here.
Here's the mechanical difference. The blood door maximum HP, you won't get that back in this dungeon. This necrotic damage is going to
Yeah,
reduce
that's-
that effective maximum. And looking in the room, you see several more of these creatures, but they're fanning out. They disappear on behind various areas of the wall. And you see some of the other graves in the room continuing to be disturbed. You only see bits and pieces of this because they're eating you. That's going to bring
It's
us
just like a
to...
disturbed cover.
Here, I'll go ahead and... There we go. That's going to bring us back to Riot.
I think we actually decided these were Zambonis.
Zambonis. Yeah, they're not Italian.
I'm not really sure what to do here. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the Bone Devil again.
Okay, that's a dex check?
Dex save. Yeah.
That might actually be... Oh, it's only an 18.
No, that does. Sacred Flame's a cleric spell.
Oh, actually, it's a 17.
Oh, that still just barely beats it.
Okay. So you-
17 is my DC, so nothing happens.
Trying to light him on sacred fire, but just not taking. Moving or staying put?
Definitely moving away from the Zamboni. Gonna
So-
come into here.
How
So-
fast did the Zambonis move?
Oh wait, no, crap! I have to hold this door open.
Non-cipher bonus.
Yeah, yeah.
Mahogany, you can't see the Zambonis at all.
I'm asking Kelian.
Kelian did shout a little help out here.
That's going to bring us to Mahogany's turn.
And what did you ask me? Sorry.
How fast did those Zambonis move?
Well, they got up from the grave and ran up the stairs and got to me, so...
This is not a good thing.
Are you using your action to have this conversation?
No, I'm using my action to use Flame Breath.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how I can best hit these Zambonis.
Well, those are going to wait till you can see.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna hit the room. Because you're saying they're coming out of frickin' doors and shit. Like,
Doors? Doesn't say
That's-
anything about doors.
that's simply going to happen.
What type of damage is your Dragon Breath?
It is... Magical Fire.
Okay. Are you trying to draw a
I
cone?
think- Well, because I want to say, I think he's free from my cone. That's the way I would read it. Now, if you want to be generous, that's on you, but this is me making my judgment.
I will be as generous as you like. How generous do you want me to be on a scale of 1 to 10?
Hit the room?
Like just this room?
Like this graveyard.
Is that a dexterity saving throw?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
reason. This is what they're. Wait, hold on here. 10. Those are 5-foot squares. I mean, this is 45 feet away, so it would be 45 feet wide there, which gets at least one of them. If you want to be super
I
technical.
have a 20 and a 23 on your dex save. Let's go ahead and roll half damage.
Okay.
Well, I mean, roll damage and then we'll cut it in half. Don't roll half your dice.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be generous.
I mean, I'll do whatever you like, man. Oh, I drew this wrong. It doesn't get the last...
Don't worry about that. Just tell me how much damage.
Okay, sorry.
Stay on task.
I'm sorry.
Also,
It's
you
very difficult.
also you deleted my door back here. How dare you?
I didn't delete that door.
I drew this nice door for you guys, and you didn't even open it.
What's this white line?
Those are
Oh, this is a fucked up amount of damage, isn't it?
I mean, probably you're a friggin' gold dragon.
Do you really need more D10s?
Yeah.
He might. He might.
Just saying, we got some on the table.
Well, listen. Mr. Reduce, Reuse, Recycle. Hey, that's 69 fire damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, I get it.
We're all terrible people, basically.
okay.
7-year-olds.
Mahogany. Good news and bad news.
Yeah, this is gonna do some pretty bad shit, right?
The good news is these guys. Oh, you know what? No, only the one guy because the other guy's not in your cone. The one. I'll let you get both of these guys if you also want to get Kelian.
Yeah, that's the reason why I did what I did.
Okay. This guy
I figure
gets
he doesn't want to
toasted.
take that one.
He gets real upset. And Kelian and Zook just feel the heat of this blast. But the cone does not penetrate into the rain. It sputters and dies. As long as you exhale this sustained dragon breath, it hits it and just steams into the room, but nothing in there ignites.
That's inconvenient. Where's
move-
the, could you draw me the rain?
It's right at the base
Like-
of the stairs.
So like this?
Yep.
Okay.
And that recharges on a 5 or a 6, correct?
Correct.
Make
Which I
that
believe I
roll.
have to roll at the beginning of my turn.
Yeah. That's going to bring us to Nath.
I take it this Bone Devil doesn't look particularly beaten up yet.
He looks very horrifically bloodied.
Oh, really?
He's got... yeah, he's on his last legs. You guys have done a severe amount of... He's even a named NPC with class levels, and you still...
was
Let's
surprised
go
by that.
ahead and hit him with a second level then.
A second level what?
Magic Missile.
Okay.
So all these
What?
dice, but none of them are 4s.
Can he do less than 5 damage?
Nope.
Then he's dead. You.
Oh, I
punched
can.
into
I
the
can roll all
motions.
ones. What am I saying?
You did.
You didn't.
did
Yeah,
not.
it's gone.
You rolled all twos, actually.
You did. That's weird. And yeah, the Bone Devil. You just pelt him with missiles, and he's riddled with bullet holes. And when the thing dies, Liberation, not only do you feel this hooked polearm around your chest go slack, it also just kind of disintegrates.
Nice.
Thanks,
Moved
Nath.
it here to hold the door for Riot.
Okay.
He has a little bit more freedom. That's the end of Nath's turn.
Zook.
Zook doesn't like being right here. Again, he doesn't have a melee weapon, and he's almost arrows.
Is that a cunning action disengage? Does he have cunning action?
He does.
Yeah, he does.
So he's going to disengage.
Okay.
And slip inside the torture room.
All of my monsters next campaign are going to have Sentinel, by the way. All of them. Goblins all the way
Zook,
up.
take one of the daggers off my bandolier.
Why doesn't he just shoot something?
He's almost at arrows.
All of your monsters are going to be mahogany.
So he's just disengaging, that's it?
Yeah.
Liberation.
He's going to palm a dagger from Nath.
You done hear that your good friend Kelian is out there getting eaten by what we're calling them zombies.
Berserker Rage. Let's go.
That doesn't
You
seem
can't
like
do that.
Liberation
Stab
style.
your monk.
Nobody hurts my best good buddy Kelian.
Yeah, the one standing in front of you looks pretty severely burned.
Well, I was about to get pretty severely cracked upside the head.
Yep.
How does a 21 do?
21 will hit.
Have you found that to work against zombies?
We'll see. Oh no, that's a D. I need a D10. I'm sorry.
Just saying you have the most experience of any of us.
That is 6 damage.
6 points damage.
Yep.
All right, the thing is now bloodied.
Let's give him
Oh,
another one then.
it's not. It's 1 hit point away from being bloodied. So
Oh my god.
when you punch him again,
Yep.
he'll be bloodied.
Well, I don't know if a 13 will hit.
13 does not.
They're not zombies.
Is that the end of Liberation's turn?
I'm gonna flurry.
Flurry. All right.
I have an AC of zombie.
Caution to the wind here.
Yeah, I know, right? How does a 20 do?
20 will hit.
And 23 will hit as well. Let's 8 to this. 16 more damage.
16. Now it's bloodied. Now it's actually a fair amount past bloodied.
Okay.
We pass cool.
Ending your turn there.
Yep.
Kelian, you are grappled, remember.
I am grappled. Is there any penalty if I shove my crossbow down this thing's throat?
No. You can shoot it. Feel free.
I want to shoot it. Yeah, okay.
It's
I'm
within
gonna shoot it.
5 feet
I'm
of an
within
ally.
5 feet
too.
of it.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Like,
5 feet of you too, so.
Hey.
that is a 28. I love
That'll-
that everyone.
That'll hit.
I love that everyone has to sarcastically cheer now when I actually hit something.
That was a genuine cheer.
Yeah, I'm happy to
Yeah.
go roll a 1. I'm just like, yeah, he did it.
That was a 44 damage.
Nice. I think that bloodies him in one shot. It does. But you're still grappled, so that's the end of you turn.
Yes, I'll allow it.
They're going to continue feasting on Kelian. The rest of you, you hear what sounds, I mean, you hear the pattering of the rain in the next room, but you also start to hear what sounds like very droll singing. Kelian,
Yeah.
I got a 17,
Mm-hmm.
21,
Mm-hmm.
23,
Yeah.
and a 24.
I'm sure.
Okay,
I'm just
wait.
dead at this point.
Hold up. Which of those is wounded? Because after his first hit, I'm gonna sentinel him. So if I kill him, he doesn't get to make that second hit.
All right, well, let's do this one hit at a time.
Yeah.
We're starting with, I mean, you're in range to sentinel either one of them.
Yeah, I want to get the one that's almost dead though, because
They're both about the same now, thereabouts.
All right.
We evened them out a little bit.
Kelian,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and take 7 points of slashing damage. This is the one that's holding on to you. Do you want to
All
sentinel
right,
that?
Sentinel 19
19 will hit.
for.
It's like 80 d10s in front of him. He goes and gets.
Shut up! Shut up! 20 magical piercing.
20. It's a lot of severe damage, but not quite enough to kill him.
Sorry, Kelian, I tried.
Kelian,
Yeah.
7 points of piercing damage from the bite,
Yeah. Already took. Yeah.
and then 12 points of necrotic damage, which comes off your max HP.
11 of the necrotic is going into the ward as my reaction.
Okay, so 1 point of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Claw from the second one.
Oh, sure.
10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
5 points from the bite,
Okay.
and then 10 necrotic from the bite. That 10.
Jesus Christ.
What's-
Okay.
So what are your hit points at now?
I have 20 hit points.
What's your max hit points at, not counting the blood door stuff? Your effective max, basically.
My effective max is 69.
Nice.
Oh.
So the two here continue feasting on Kelian, just ripping strips of his flesh off of his arms and his shoulders and his neck. And you hear what sounds like singing from inside the rain. Sure, they're zombies. That's going to bring us to Riot.
Okay.
What a magical feeling.
These two are still the only ones I can see from here, right?
Those are the only ones you can see, but you can hear the singing from the room downstairs.
Yeah. God. Kelian, do you want me to get you out of there? Because I know that I can. I don't know that Dimension Door will work.
It's worked for me in the past.
Yeah, I thought we've used Dimension Door before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Riot used it before to get within
Yeah.
the same room. Yeah, I can do that for you at least.
All right.
But do I want to burn a spell slot on that? Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Riot squeezes in past Mahogany and touches Kelian, and we're out.
Yeah, we're going to call Mahogany Square difficult terrain in cramped quarters like this.
Yeah, I figured.
Where do you,
that's fair.
where do you
5,
Dimension Door to?
So we're still in this hallway, so I figure we're gonna go back around here.
Okay.
There's actually rules allowing you to do that because I'm bigger than you.
And I mean, Kelian is just bleeding from all of these bite wounds.
Right.
And you get him out of the grapple.
Which I'm planning to work on fixing next turn when I have an action, but right now that's my turn.
Okay. Right now it's Mahogany's turn. Go ahead and roll your d6.
All right. Nope. All right. Let's first. So I'm not aware of this guy.
You're aware of the sound of singing in the room, but you can't actually see any of the. We're calling them zombies.
Well, that's odd. What does it say for this then? I'm aware of the sound of singing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to first frightful presence on these two Zambonis and the sound of that singing. DC 21 Wisdom save.
And they're fine.
Okay. Man, weird. I didn't hear him roll. Did any of you guys
Yo,
go for a bite on this one? That's that I just bit. So the really wounded one.
Okay.
24
That'll hit.
for. All right, guys. You watching this?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take any out. You happy? 19 magical
19.
piercing.
And you eat this guy. Do you swallow him?
No, that sounds awful.
I mean, he tastes pretty awful.
Yeah. And I'm going to go for some claws on this guy.
Okay.
Right here. Oh, that's a 1 and a hit. So, well, add it together there, 20. That's... I'm sorry, this is hard math. 15
15 damage.
magical slashing.
Okay.
And I don't want to aggrieve liberation by taking this guy away from him, but I am going to fill up this hall so that no more of them can get out.
Okay.
Liberation, did you remember to take your 1 HP back at the start of your last turn?
I did.
It's going to bring us to
That also
Nath.
removes your wound.
Yeah.
So Nath, you're up, but if you leave the door, it will close and lock Zook in there.
Let's go ahead then and throw a lightning chromatic orb at that guy, 2nd level.
Okay. Is that a dex save?
No, it's an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So that'll hit an armor class of 27.
You're good?